Okay, we back up. Looks like we're up. So when we get kicked out like that, have to redo tags and everything, and then we're going to get to let me update the 2 o'clock update. You can look at that. We're still at 214 to 248 in favor of Trump. Like I said in the last stream, first I got to do is start setting up the um, pre-set up live events, and then once we go live, you just select them or something like that. Haven't figured that out yet, but it's definitely something I should be figuring out, so I don't have to have these delays while I tag stuff. So let's tag this. I always give myself 2 minutes to tag as much as possible. So back to brag, news, info, information, both presidents' names, last and first, or what they're most known as. Election, election, kitty, home, mm, space What are you doing, kitty? Come here. Ray the news kitten. Kitty. You have any updates for us? No? Okay. Ouch. Random news. Look out of your nose there. Alright, that's good. It's been 2 minutes. Go with that. So, let's review what's going on. Also, like, subscribe if you can. We're going to go with. I'll be back in 1 second and we'll go through this. Okay, we're back. Let's look at the updated situation here. Harris is trailing, as you see on the map. She's only leading in 2 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 states that are still up for grabs. In Maine, she's up by a good bit, with 63.1% expected to vote. Here's the thing. So Maine is one of the states where they can split the electoral votes. There's 4 at stake. Right now, both have got enough to get one of the 4 electoral votes. It's looking like Kamala will get two more from there. With only 63.1% of the votes counted. Harris has Kamala. Harris has 53.1% versus Trump's 44.3%. Then we go to Minnesota, where 10 electoral votes are at stake. 80.4% of the votes are counted. Kamala leads with a nice 50.6 to 47.3. Me using the word nice, that's kind of something we try to stay away from. So, I mean, you can think it's nice or it's not that nice. It's not comfortable. It's up to you. All right, now let's look at Trump's situation. With 94.8% of the votes counted, the 19 electoral votes that are up for grabs, Trump has a 51% of the vote. Harris has 48.1. In Michigan, with 15 electoral votes at stake, 70.2 votes counted. Trump is up 52.4 to 45.9. Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes are at stake. 88.9% of the votes are counted. Trump leads 51.3 to 47.3. We go over to Arizona with 11 electoral votes at stake, with just over half. 51.4% of the votes are counted. Trump is up 50.1 to 49.1. Nevada, we have 78.7% of the votes counted, with 6 electoral votes at stake. Trump is up 51.5 to 46.9. Then we go to the last state where only 3 electoral college votes are on the line. 26% of the vote has come in, and Trump is up 56.8 to 38.6. All right, we will get back to that in a little bit. So, I'm on our Facebook page. Let's put that in the description since I brought it up. We do something called random news. How that works is wrong phone. Shoot, sorry. This was the right phone. This is the first live news stream. We're going to use Brave search engine on this one. DuckDuckGo. Very clever. Do this here. On the Backpack News Facebook page, what we like to do is we will pick some random words and put them in the search and find news stories on that. Of course, we want something recent, like within the day, preferably within the hour, and then we'll review the story and to make sure it's not biased, or too biased at least, because sometimes you can't help it. And then what we haven't been doing a good job of is double checking elsewhere to see that the story there isn't another side to the story, so to speak. But we want to do some live streams, some random news live streams, and this is part of this stream. It's us kind of just working on that. And I mean, I don't know about you, when watching election coverage, it just kind of, it's a lot of just people predicting, it's like, oh, I think this is going to happen. I think that's going to happen. And like, I can tell you what I've heard already. We had one guy, we were listening to Coast to Coast with George Norrie, and he had a guy on who was saying it looked like Trump's going to win and win big with like 303 electoral votes. He also had a numerologist who predicted Kamala Harris, and he kind of backtracked on that. Let's go back to the election screen while I set this up. See if there's any updates. Still 214 to 248. Back to Bragg News Facebook page. If you want to go check that out, link is in the description. Let me go pull up the random word generator, which is what we use. A random word generator. And let's see what words we get. I'm going to start with two words. Preferably, it'll give us a story within the hour, but at least today, that we can look at. If it gives us too many, we might add another word to the search to kind of thin it down some. If it doesn't give any, we might take away a word. The first word we got is Australia. What happened? There we go. Australia, comma, and next word is peace. Search, hit the news. Did I misspell peace? I misspelled Australia. Hit the news. Live Bloomberg. No. Nobel. Just 1 month ago. Let's see what we got here. Oh, all over. Yeah, all regions, as long as it's in English. Safe search. Yeah, we probably better keep it moderate. Alright, it doesn't look like we had anything recent. Looks like they keep it in chronological order or reverse chronological order. Just say Australia. What is going on in Australia today? That did not work. Okay, now this is kind of crazy. This is not in any kind of order. Yeah, all regions. English. Anyway, let's see. We have one 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago. All right, let's go with this 1 hour ago story. Extreme floods. I gotta fix this here. Need the screen. Just up here. Shrink it a little bit. No, not move it. drink it, and I didn't. Okay. Extreme floods which devastated Spain. What? The extreme floods which devastated Spain are hitting more often. Is Australia ready for the next one? Why would Australia need to deal with the next one? Is Spain still reeling from the recent floods in Valencia region? Some area says years worth of rains fell in a day. So floods in Australia. The World Meteorological Organization has pointed out that climate change is steadily increasing the risk of extreme floods like these. Okay, so they're blaming climate change. Warm air can hold more vapor, water vapor, about 7% more per degree Celsius of warming. Moisture generally leads to more intense rainfall, therefore more extreme floods. Yeah, I'm joking. Pardon me. So the Australian Bureau of Meteorology released their biennial biennial report. You know it? I'm big enough to admit I don't know what that word means. Biennial, taking place every other year. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. Annual, biennial. Okay. Okay, so every other year they release the state of climate, which found heavy short term rainfall events are becoming more intense. Australia, the report states, has already warmed 1.5 degrees Celsius. Um, since records began in 1990, or not, sorry, 1910. 1910. Extreme rains have triggered devastating floods in New South Wales and Queensland. The question now is, are we prepared for these more damaging floods? Um, so to give you the gist of it, it's blaming climate change because the warmer it gets, the more water can be held in the rain clouds, and then it releases so much more at one time. Like they were saying in Spain, uh, like they were getting a year's worth of flood in a single or rain in a single day. It goes on to talk about how rain works or the rain cycle. Sorry, water evaporates, forms clouds, and comes back down as rains. Ocean climate change is making this cycle more intense, as detailed in a recent Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change report. I really should me excuse me pull up excuse me. I'm gonna make it a quick little make it easier for me to add links to these stories so you can look at them for yourself if you choose. You so choose. Manage videos. Live video. Close. There we go. And the link to that story. Link to extreme floods in Spain. Spain could reach Australia. Misspelled Australian. What am I misspelling here? No, you can't see it. Australia. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I'm missing. Adding that story to the links. Go back to the rest of it. It goes on to say we've seen extreme storms across America, Asia, and Europe. By the way, this story is from The Conversation, academic rigor, journalistic flair. Okay. Yeah, it goes on to say extreme floods and storms have been happening in America, Asia, Europe, and they blame it on human caused climate change or scientific analysis. So they don't say world weather attribution. Their source is world weather attribution. Attribution, yeah. Oh, why did it take me? Oh, I thought it was going to take me to a different tab. Australia's not immune. And they go on to talk about the cost of it. How do you prepare for the worst floods? When urban planners set flood planning levels, engineers. Okay, Australia has a flood design guidance website. A guide to flood estimation. Uh, Before 2024, the document allowed for a 5% increase in rainfall intensity per degree of global warming and generally applied it only to infrastructure intended for a very long lifespan. This clashed with most scientific studies on the topic, both globally and in Australia, which showed much greater increases, and that these increases are already being witnessed. So it says to prefer. Wait, who are we quoting here? So I guess urban planners? It's saying we. Then it's anyway. It says to provide better flood guidance. We and our colleagues undertook comprehensive review of over 300 scientific papers covering climate change in Australia and extreme rainfall. Let me see what that comprehensive review. Okay, and that's hydro 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 One of those words, I know it, I can't say it. Hydrology, hydrology and Earth System Sciences, a systematic review of climate change science relevant to Australian design flood estimations. Uh, that's link to that is in the story, and I accidentally left the story. All right, let's go back to election results. See if there's anything new. Hopefully, oh wow! So Trump has secured Pennsylvania, which has given him 19 more votes. He is 3 away from securing this election. Let's look at an update on all the states. Maine, which right now Trump and Harris both have one electoral vote from Maine. Harris is up 53.1 to 44.2, so I'm assuming if things hold, she'll get 2 more electoral votes from Maine. Moving to Michigan, where there's 15 electors, sorry, 15 electors at stake. Only 72.9 uh, votes are in, and Trump leads 52.5 to 45.8. So if he wins that, he wins the election. We move over to Wisconsin. 10 electors at stake, 89.9% votes are in. Trump leads 51.3 to 47.3. Again, he wins that, he wins the election. Minnesota, 10 electors at stake, 81.7% of the votes are in. Kamala leads 50.6 to 47.4. She wins that. She's still trailing by a good bit. She needs to come back in one of these states, it looks like. So Arizona, though, 11 electors at stake, 52.3 of the vote is in. Trump leads 50.3% to 48.8%. Nevada, 6 electors at stake. Trump wins that. He wins the election. Uh, 6 electors at stake, 80.5% of the votes are in. Trump leads 51.6 to 46.7. Then we go to the last one, Alaska. He wins Alaska. He's going to win this. And I believe, like, Alaska usually goes to the Republicans. Um, sorry. Trump leads 55.1% to Kamala's 40.9. Others 4%, which is a lot. Robert Kennedy has 1.7% of the votes. Chase Oliver at 0.9, Jill Stein 0.7, Cornel West 0.3, Randall Terry 0.2, Peter Sunsky has 0.2. Whoops, didn't want to go that far. All right, we're back to the big map. My apologies. I should have had that shown for you. There we go. And what we'll do here in a second, we'll start looking at senators and governors and whatnot. But the last I heard is the Republicans flipped the Senate for the first time in 4 years. There's a cat behind me. Okay, so, excuse me. Like I said, boom. pretty much if Trump wins any other state, or he gets, even if he can somehow come back and get two more from Maine. No, no. Okay, so winning Maine wouldn't do for him, but any other state, he just has to win one of these last six, and he'll be president. Wait, I just saw flip. No states have been flipped yet. So let's go on to other. The Senate, we see here, Republicans have 51 senators versus Democrats 42. I believe there's still, yeah, you see, oh, there's no race. Those are already what they are. There's still some in question. Maine as an independent looks like they're going to win. 64.4% of the vote is in. Angus King is in the lead over Republican Demi Kuzunis. Vermont, Bernie Sanders won that. PA is still up for grabs between Dave McCormick and Bob Casey, but Dave McCormick leads that 49.4 to 48.1, and 95% of the expected votes are in. Well, here's the thing: they have this. The Republicans have the Senate. They have the majority. PA's up for grabs still, and Republicans are leading. Michigan's up for grabs. Republicans are leading. Wisconsin's still up for grabs, and Republicans are leading. Montana's up for grabs. Republicans are leading. Nevada's up for grabs. Republicans are leading. And then Arizona is the only one still up for grabs, but a Democrat is leading. Now let's look at the House. It's very much looking like Trump. This is not opinion. The chances of Trump winning are pretty good at this point. I mean, out of he just has to win. Not count Maine, one of six, and he's leading in five of those. So he's looking like he's gonna win, but you still it's not over till it's over. The Senate, Republicans already have the Senate, but we look at the House. You have to have 218 to have majority. Ooh, this is. All right, let's go through it. Maine. The Democrat Jared Golden leads 50.1 to 49.6. So go over here. Mike Lawler, Republican, leads 57% to 41% in New York. Is that in some other areas? Republicans have two spots here in Pennsylvania. Make that three that they're leading in. You look at Maryland. Ooh, it is like tied up with April McLean Delaney and Neil Parrott in Maryland. They say April has the lead though. Maryland tends to be a blue state, but the further west you go, tends to get redder. And Neil Parrott, I think, has been in charge, or has had that position for a while. So we'll see what happens there. Why is it doing that? Oh, shoot, Virginia, they make it look like all these races are done. Oops, wrong one. Oh, Fox has called it. Trump returns to the White House, elected 47th president. Fox News projects. Of course, it's according to what we have, it's not over. Or is it? Nope. He still needs something. Um, but yeah, let's go back to the House. Let's look at these main. The close up has pretty much um, our Brave or Microsoft Bing. How do we get to Microsoft Bing? Weren't we using Brave? No, we're using Google. My bad. Wait, what is going on here? Oh, I thought we were using Google. Okay, so they pretty much have Maine going to the Democrats. Oop, did it again. This is tricky. You see the maps though. Boom, boom. Oh, that's so. Before the election, Republicans had the House of Representatives. Right now, they only need 28 more. 28 of the 77 openings to control the House, and according to Fox News, they'll have everything: the House, the Senate, and the White House. I wonder what. Let's go see what Fox News thinks. Let's see the difference in what they feel. They're going to give us a map. Oh, they gave Wisconsin. Is that the one we were thinking about? Yeah, they gave Wisconsin to Trump. Which you see that lead, 90.1%. I wish this. Let's zoom in on this. Maybe it'll give us numbers. So Trump is up by more than a million. I mean, not a million, by more than 100,000. He's up by like 123,000. There's still 10% left. Technically, Kamala, theoretically, could get another 100,400, and no, that's not right. Technically, Kamala could still come back, but it would, oof. I know, it would be like a miracle. Yeah, and let's look at the counties. I mean, Brown County, Calumet County, Dodge County. Like most of these are 99 except for Dodge, Dane is 9.5 or 95%, but close to 96%. Calumet is 91%. Brown is 85% left. Let's see if any of these are favoring Kamala. Okay, I see why. Yeah, none of those counties is she leading in. So it doesn't really. I'm trying to find any of these counties. Oh, wait, Dodge. Yeah, Trump's leading that big. No, sorry, I shouldn't say that. He's leading 68.4 to 30.3, more than double what she has, and there's still 10% more to go in that county. Yeah, so I see why Fox is given this election to Trump. Let's review refresh. Microsoft Bing hasn't given it to Trump yet. Let's see what Google has to say. Read my mind. Yeah, they got the exact same thing. Probably getting it from the same source because it looks like the exact same map. Oh, it's saying Microsoft Bing over here. I just said Google. Oh, it's because I didn't click on Google. All right. Do. Yeah, they got the same thing. They still got Harris with an outside chance. Trump also leading in the popular vote, 51.2 to 47.4, or if you want to total numbers, 68,473,553 votes to 63,410,154 votes. And I'm out of drink. I don't know why I'm trying to drink this. Um, yeah, so the big thing now is can the Republicans get enough to control all three of the presidency, Senate, and the House? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a weird. Sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23, 24, 25, 6, 27. It's like they got 28 favoring. Well, he's going unopposed. Or maybe they're. So right now they have 28, 29 seats going to Democrats, which will only leave them with 207, which would leave, hold on, I'm mathing here, relax. What, 48? Yeah, 48 to the Republicans, which would give them the House. So right now, it's looking very much like Republicans are going to get the White House and both the Senate and the House of Representatives. There's still some time to go. We'll go till we'll go along. Let's look up another some more random news, shall we? All right. So first word is loss. Go to news. Yeah, I know the definition of loss. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Really? Oh man, I need all regions again. I got all regions. Really wish they had chronological order. Oh, all settings. Hold on a second. New theme, safe, search, answer with AI, open links and new tabs, units, anonymous local. I know we say we don't want to give our opinions on stuff, but I think that's crazy that they don't have chronological order on stories. And also, it's kind of weird that there's not a more recent story with the word loss. No one's lost in the last day or two? I mean, here's one of the more recent ones. Bucks forward Bobby Portis said his home was burglarized during the loss to Cavaliers. Yikes. Talk about injury to insult. All right, let's look up another word. Miss. Accidentally hit another word. So if there's too many for miss, very appropriate second word. Let's see what miss gives us. 3 days ago, 4 or 5. Again, nothing more recent. Most recent, Jackson Darts 515 yards, 6 TDs lead Ole Miss over Arkansas. So here's the word I accidentally got after clicking the button again. Didn't mean to, but wow. These are all Yahoo. Why are they? Is Yahoo just like bombard? Okay, there's a CBS. We real rarely have this happen where like we do a word and there's no recent story, and then we do another word and there's still not a recent story. Dignity. Let me get a headline. How AI will transform wealth management. That story is there. You put management in the search of Brave. But let me. 5 days ago, a Montreal shelter gives people a room of their own. That's nice. All right, next word. Umbrella. Why did that screen go out? Plenty of battery. Oh, we're still live. Let me wave. Make sure we're still live here. I feel like I get more in a 7 second delay. There I am waving. All right. Umbrella. 5 days ago, Botswana election. Duma Boku, the politician who did the unthinkable. I want like a recent story. Which? Huh, that'll be interesting. Last story will probably be October 31st. 1 week ago, new book charts the history of horror from the Salem witch trials to Stephen King. NPR. Okay, meal. 6 days ago, Subway debuts $6.99 meal for National Sandwich Day. Let's keep going. Probably another story. The most recent one will probably be October 31st because that was the end of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Maybe November 1st, 1 week ago, jailed breast surgeon Patterson was a nightmare colleague. Jailed breast surgeon Ian Patterson is due to give evidence to the inquest on Thursday. All right, let's try this word. I rented a 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EV for the summer. It won't wow anyone, but it's reliable. Andrew Lamprecht and his roommate rented a 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EV LT for the summer to share. He enjoyed driving it, but he wouldn't buy one. All right, we seem to only be getting headlines of. Well, I don't want to go into a deep dive on a story that's 2 weeks old. Chop gives us tech companies chop hundreds more Bay Area jobs as industry wobbles. That probably affected some people's votes. My guess, personal guess. Which Bay? Tech companies have revealed plans to jettison hundreds more Bay Area jobs. It's going to peek to see which Bay that is. Probably San Francisco. Oh, San Jose, San Francisco, yeah, that area. Discrimination. Okay. Opinion. I don't give a crap about opinion. Okay. Next we have that's a day ago. Vote no on Prop 1, New York's trans right pro discrimination Trojan horse ballot measure. Okay, that looks like another op-ed piece. And then after that, it's stories that were not long ago. More than a day is long ago for what we're doing. Transgender woman accuses Hooters of sex-based discrimination, refusing to hire her. Transgender woman is suing an upstate New York Hooters for refusing to hire her, citing sex-based discrimination. Managers of the restaurant deny. The hard part about doing this because I want to give my 2 cents on that, but this isn't the place. Like I said, sometimes I'll go to back media, do a CEB show, and I'll cover something I see in the news. Nightmare. I feel like this is another one that will be a week ago, or it'll be about Cody Rhodes. Exclusive. Is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie? Okay, that's not even news. That's just opinion. New builds. Nightmare homes test relationships to the max. Customer of one of the UK's largest home builders recalled nightmare experiences with their new build. All right. And then The Guardian 2 weeks ago. A Nightmare on Elm Street review? They're reviewing a movie that old? Anyway, TheGuardian.com, A Nightmare on Elm Street review. Jauntily outrageous slasher is still cheerfully crass. Johnny Depp makes his film debut in Wes Craven's imperfect but entertaining horror that still has considerable black comic energy. I don't say it's a little known fact, but so Johnny Depp's friend drove him to, or maybe Johnny Depp took him. Anyway, Johnny Depp and this other guy go to the Nightmare on Elm Street uh, tryouts, not tryouts, auditions. Johnny Depp got a part. His friend ends up being the guy who plays Freddy Krueger in the reboot. I can't think of his name. He played uh, Rorschach in the movie titled The. I'm going to kick myself when I see it. Watchmen. All right. I'm just going to read headline next because at 3, we want to see the latest 1 week ago. Fantasy football storylines to watch in week 9. Houston, we have a problem without Stephon Diggs. My oldest son came home with his report card earlier this month, and I could already tell he didn't want to show me. Sure enough, he was behind. All right, let's get ready to look at the latest. 3 o'clock. Update this map. Ooh, Harris has gained ground. She has clinched Minnesota. So little nervousness probably for Trump now that, but I mean, it was kind of looking like she was going to get Minnesota anyway. Maine is still about what it was. 77.3% of the votes are in from Michigan. Remember, if Trump wins any of these, it's over, except for Maine. So we'll just skip that. We see what it is. Four electors at stake. Right now, it's just 2 at stake because Harris and Trump have both earned one because they split the electoral votes. And best Trump can do is get 2 more, which wouldn't be enough. All right, so Michigan, 77.3 of the votes are in. Trump leads 52.5 to 45.8. 10 vote electors at stake. 91% of the votes are in. Trump leads 51.3% to 47.3. Go to Arizona. 11 electors at stake. 52% of the votes are in. Trump leads 50.4 to 48.8. Nevada. 6 electors at stake. 81% of the votes are in. Trump leads 51.6 to 46.7. And then finally, Alaska. Trump is with 50.7% of the votes in, would give him 270. And he's up 55.1 to 40.9. 47 more votes to be tallied. Sorry. Throat's all combobulated. So yeah, still looking. Let's see which ones are close to being done. I mean, Alaska, like I said, that's usually a Trump state. I mean, a Republican state. He's up by almost 15% with 50% of the votes in. That one's not looking good. I mean, Fox already gave Wisconsin to Trump. Trump leads by exactly 4%, with 91% of the vote being good. Michigan's still up in the air. 77%, only 77.3% of the votes are in. Trump's up by under 7, but more than 6%. Senate, and it looks like Democrats have picked up a couple more seats. Republicans still at, were they at 190 or 192 earlier? Let's look at what we have leading. 1, 2, but that's 50-50. But let's give that to the Democrats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, there's a lot in here. Where is this? Is this California? Alright, California, I gotta look at you. Yeah, see, it doesn't tell me, but here's 1, 2, a bunch of little ones. And that's where the Democrats usually shine. High population, small area. Keep doing that. Let's look at that headline real quick. We got a hurricane coming. Let me refresh this one more time. Oh no, that's not gonna. Okay. With Harris' path to victory narrowing, Trump declares victory. Trump media shares halted Trump media shares halted amid dramatic election day sell-off. All right, we're still at 224 to 267. Let's look at the House. All right, you know, it might be easier to count the possible Republicans. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23. That would give them 215. The Dems could still pull off the House. Yes, there's all these little ones right here. Oh, yeah. You can get an update on the House. Still 172 to 192. Senate, Republicans have the House. Have the Senate, not the House. So all these, they flipped 1, 2 states. No, these other states didn't have an election. It's looking like we have 2 independent candidates, but we already had those already. Bernie was already in the Senate, and Angus King was already in the Senate, and they're both looking like Bernie already is in. Angus is up by almost 20, by 18 at least. Wait, where's Puerto Rico? Don't they get something? Don't they get why is this here? What is I feel like that's supposed to be Puerto Rico, but they Deb Fisher ran unopposed in Nebraska. I think that's supposed to be Puerto Rico. Pete Ricketts, Preston Love, those are very non-Puerto Rican names. So I'm not sure what. Doesn't Puerto Rico get? Oh, let's look that up. Jeez. This is a special election to serve the remainder of Ben Sasse's term for the regular election. Okay. Yeah, because each state gets 2. I did it again. Yeah, 52. So not 52. Each state gets 2 senators, and they alternate which senator is up because they get. Uh, I believe the senators get 6-year terms. So you only get one senator at a time who's up for election, and not all states have one of those people up for election. That makes sense. That's weird. And let's double check some stuff here. Puerto Rico. Did I spell that right? USA Today. Where are these? election results. Loading? Here we go. This is the question ahead. Can Puerto Rico vote in U.S. presidential elections? What to know amid backlash from Trump rally comments? When Tony hit Heathcliff? Is it? I'm going to say his name in here? Anyway, there are 3.4 million residents living on the island of Puerto Rico, according to the 2020 census. Those residents of Puerto Rico are not permitted to vote in presidential elections, though they're U.S. citizens and can participate in the Republican and Democratic presidential primaries. Interesting. Puerto Ricans can vote in federal elections if they live in one of the 50 states or Washington, D.C. and are registered to vote. Oh, Hinchcliffe. Say about Puerto Rico. That's not what I wanted to know. In Puerto Rico state, there's been a years-long debate over the status of Puerto Rico, which became U.S. territory in 1898 after Spain ceded it to the U.S. following the Spanish-American Wars. Congress has been reluctant to give Puerto Rico statehood because of the potential economic costs, as well as concerns about how it would change the balance of power in Washington. If it became a state, 2 senators would be added to the state, and it would receive proportional representation in the House. Puerto Rico has held a series of non-binding votes on its relation with the U.S., most recently in 2020, in which more than half the voters said the island should be granted statehood. American Samoa, Guam, the Northern Mariana Islands, and the U.S. Virgin Islands also cannot vote in presidential elections, except for residents of American Samoa. Those born in the other 4 American territories are U.S. citizens and can vote in federal elections if they live in. Okay. It's kind of weird. If they live in one of those other states, like, you know, that's kind of weird. I could wait. So why does we're learning together, people? So why are there? Maybe I missed. Oh, okay, we're still at. Ooh, Democrats got another seat in the House. 173, 70 to go. They're closing the gap. Of course, we talked about this. Neil Parrott has won that seat for multiple terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. It really is 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 here, 15, 16, 17. Oh, wait, how many here? Oh, geez. There's 3 here? Scott, Young. Is there a way to zoom in? There's like 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I can zoom in. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. If you're leading 25 seats, that would give them. Sorry, I have to catch my breath. That would give them 217. So, you know what might decide it is this. That might decide who gets the house. And seeing how those polls close at like 7 or 8, how that's 50-50 and only 83, no, sorry, how that's only 83.8% of the votes in is kind of surprising to me. Those are the latest 5 minutes ago. Salud Carabajal, sorry, got the 24th district in California. I need a drink. I'll be right back. You can look at this. I get a sip of water or something. What we should do, get with F4A Radio, which is a partner of ours, and get some music to overlay on these. These are spicy. All right, 8 minutes. Let's look at some random news. More. Yahoo Style UK from hiding feminist books on the tube to supporting ethical designs on the red carpet. The British star is pretty inspiring. Read more. Surely one of the most memorable fashions. What are we talking about? Cookies. Oh, Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez. Oh, this like today or yesterday. Gomez hits back at body shaming comments. People have a problem with her. Last week, 30-year-old actress walked the red carpet at the Los Angeles premiere for new film Amelia Perez during the American French Film Festival. So, in some of the ways she was standing, it looked like she was trying to hide her body. She's taking the TikTok to respond to criticism. Trying to wait, this makes me sick. I have SEBO in my small intestines. It flares up. I don't care that Sorry, my computer. It flares up. I don't care that I don't look like a stick figure. Personally, he's fine as can be. Alright, check out more crime. That should be interesting. 4 days ago, 3 days ago. Hold on a second. Excuse me. So, update here. Doug LaMalfa, I believe, the newest person to secure a seat, Republican. That gives Republicans 193 seats. Like we said earlier, it looks like it's all going to come down to April McLean Delaney versus Neil Parrott. No update in votes. Maybe they stopped counting. Click the district for more information. Okay. She is up by just over 200 votes. But still, only 83.8. There's still 16.2% of the votes coming in, or to come in. But it's been like this for a while, I believe. Oh, we have another. I think we have another. Jay Obernalte has taken a seat. California District 23. That puts Republicans at 194, the Democrats 173 in the House. Let me count up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know if I noticed that one before. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25. Yeah, 25 would give them 219. Oh. So yeah, I missed this district, which Abraham Hamadeh is up 54.1 to 45.9 with 55% of the votes in. So this might not matter now. $92.2 in Wisconsin, 80.7 in Michigan, only 54.4 in Arizona, 93.3 in Nevada. Alaska's at 58.8. Tell you what, while we were doing this live stream, we did the recording for the CEB review for these. The Pringles Hot Ones Verde chips. They're spicy, whole lot spicier than I expected. They're kind of addictive. I just ate a couple and then pounded like a bottle of water. So you know what? I'm kind of fighting a cold and it's clearing up, and it looks like we have some updates in the house. We'll go till 4 o'clock a.m., 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And looks like Democrats picked up 2 more seats as Pete Aguilar picked up District 33, and I'm guessing that's pronounced Amy Barra picked up District 6 in California. So get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So yeah, if Republicans hold these leads, they'll get 219, which will give them the House of Representatives. And then we still got this 50-50-ish battle, like 200 some votes separate these two. We'll see if anything changes by 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, a.m. So I'm surprised there's not a more recent story 3 days ago. All right, let's look at more protest. They're giving me some good news words, but surprisingly, we're not getting recent stories 1 day ago, 10 hours ago. Anything better than 10 hours? Though considering what we've been getting, that's pretty good. And let's go with that. Tempers flare at protests Monday after violence outside Hindu temple in Brampton sees police officer. Is it going to give me the full after police off? Anyway, a group of protesters with pro-Khalistani flags clashed with people outside a Hindu temple in Brampton on Sunday. Alright, what just happened? Here we go. Okay, so they took away the story from us. Oh, it's exclusive to subscribers. All right, you can read that story on the Star, the Toronto Star. Well, here's another story about it, though. Canada cop who attended Khalistani protests outside Hindu temple suspended. Canadian police officer was suspended on Monday after a video went viral on social media showing him participating in a pro-Khalistan protest. What's wrong with that? Are they going to tell us? The suspended Peel Regional Police Officer identified as Harinder Sohi was caught on camera holding a Khalistan flag while others in protest chanted anti-India slogans. Okay, so they got him kind of being racist. Ba ba ba. First, who knows what this means? I will admit I'm a little unfamiliar. You want more of a definition? Khalistan movement. According to Wikipedia, for what that's worth, the Khalistan movement is an independence movement seeking to create a separate homeland for Sikhs by establishing an ethno-religious sovereign state called Khalistan, land of the Khalsa. The term Khalsa, excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, refers to both a community that follows Sikhism as its religion, as well as a special group of initiated Sikhs. The Khalsa tradition it was initiated in 1699 by the 10th Guru of Sikhism, Guru Gobind Singh. Its formation was a key event in the history of Sikhism. So why are they anti-Indian? Oh, yeah, I get it. Vary between different groups. Some suggest entirety of the Sikh movement. Sikh majority Indian state of Punjab, while larger claims include Pakistani, Punjab, and other parts of North India, such as Chandigarh, 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 Haryana, and Himachal Pradesh. Shimla and Lahore have been proposed in the capital of Khalistan. Alright, so it's pretty much like they want a separate state. They're in India, but they want a separate state in India to called Khalistan. Alright, I get it. So it sounded like this protest was anti-India, and the government doesn't want their people looking prejudiced, racist, whatever, to uh, races, religions, etc. I should have. Oh, let me grab that story and put it in the description. While I do that, election results. See if there's anything new. More seats taken in the House by Democrats. Linda Linda Sanchez took District 38 in California. We'll look to see what that looks like. That might have taken one of those little ones that were down here. We'll take a look at that in a minute. looks like we're holding pretty steady where we're at with everything. Guessing they stopped counting. No, looks like they're still counting in Alaska. And really, once Alaska's called, if it's called for Trump, it's over. Trump up by 15.4%. Nevada's close to being done, 91.2%. Trump is up by 5.3, 4.3. Sorry. They're still at 53.1. I definitely think they stopped counting for the night. I think they stopped counting for the night. That's the tightest race. They seem to have stopped counting. All right, let's look at where we're at with Republicans if they can take the House. At 1, 2, they're leading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, which again, that will give them 219, which would give them the House. So, we're going to do one last update, see if there's anything like amazing. Maybe one of these, something will be called, and then we're going to call it a night. Yeah, everything's hold the same. All right, that's it. That's it for tonight. Thanks for joining us. Sorry for technical difficulties. Sorry for the any issues we had. First time doing a live news stream. We will hopefully be back with more streams done better soon. Have a good night.